Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Madeline Cosayo, also known as Madeline K. It's been a while guys, I know, but we're going to be talking about my birth story today. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. So first of all, this hair, you know, mama's gotta do what mama's gotta do. Okay, so it all started on a Monday. Was it Monday? Yes, Monday. Okay, I've been having you remember the last pregnancy update? Yeah, I was having like Braxton Hicks and whatnot like regularly. So on that Monday, on that Monday I was still having Braxton Hicks throughout the day, but it was weird because it was like I really don't like my hair. But it was like every 15 minutes, so I wasn't like thinking about like, okay, like I'm in labor, right? But I felt like I was in labor on that Friday because I was having stronger Braxton Hicks, and I was like, okay, am I in labor? And it was funny because she was supposed to come on that Friday, like her estimated date was on that Friday, but you know, obviously she didn't come on that Friday. So whatever. And then, you know, 3 days passed by, or 2 days passed by, and then on that Monday I was like getting more Braxton Hicks, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I was like, let me go get a pedicure just in case, you know, just in case like I go into labor, I want to have my toes done and I won't have time after birth, and I already knew that. And I also, since you know it obviously passed the 40-day mark, or 40 what the hell 40 weeks, since it passed that already, I was doing everything I can to do natural inducing. If you guys didn't see my vlogs on that Monday, I did a morning walk, I got my toes done, and then I did an evening walk, right? And I was eating I ate 2 or 3 dates that day. I drank my tea. I don't know if I did that workout. I don't remember. But I know I started curb walking that day. That night, you know, everything was fine. Oh, I also took a bath. So I did that. And then, you know, everything was fine. We went to sleep. Then boom, it was like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. So it was a Tuesday, right? 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, and I was like, oh, I gotta go poop, right? And I thought my stomach was toe up, so I went in the bathroom, didn't think nothing of it, like, okay, my stomach hurts, whatever. So I did take a dump, and it hurt so bad, like my stomach hurt, like, I don't know. So I went back to bed. I thought it was done, and then it came again, and I was like, oh my god, my stomach's toe up. So I kept like going to the bathroom, and literally the third time I went to the bathroom, I think, was it third or second? I think it was third time I went to the bathroom, it started this feeling on my back, you know, like when you have a really bad dump, like where it hurts so bad and your back like hurts. That's how a contraction feels like. That's like my best way to explain a real contraction before giving birth. Well, for me, that's how it felt. Like it was going down my like lower back, and it was like going like this, and then, you know, like I would like kept trying to push because like I felt like I had to poop, and then poop was coming out. Like, I don't care, this TMI, like you clicked on this video, but it came out. And then I was like, I had downloaded the contraction app the night before just in case, and so I was like timing it, and I was having a contraction every 2 to 3 minutes, and I was like, okay, I think I'm in actual like labor. Like, I didn't know I was in labor that whole day. I went to go get my toes done, curb walking. I thought I was just like, oh, I'm just having Braxton Hicks. But no, I was actually in labor that whole day. But anyways, so I was like, oh, damn, I'm in labor. So I was like trying to wake up my man. I was like, wake up. And he didn't hear me. So I literally had to wipe my butt and get out of the toilet in pain. And I was like, wake up, I'm in labor. And this man was dead ass snoring. And I was like, get up, hey, I'm in labor. And he finally got up. He was so discombobulated. But yeah, I was like, it's time. And then I was like, call the doctor. And like this man didn't know the number. I was like, Lord. So I was like having contractions while trying to find the number. And like I told him to speak to the nurse, and then he gave me the phone to talk to the nurse while I was like, I can't talk because I was so in pain. Like the contractions were getting worse, it felt like. So I was like, this man really gonna pass me the phone. Anyways, so you know, I told her like what happened and like how far my contractions are apart. And then they transferred the line to the doctor, and then this man's gonna give me the phone again to speak to the doctor. I just like, I can't. So he like told the doctor like, you know, I'm in labor or something, or like, yeah, that, yeah. And then the doctor was like, oh, from the sound of what I hear in the background, it sounds like she's ready. Just bring her to the hospital. I approve, you know. And so we went to the hospital. But before that, I also forgot to say, while I was pooping, my mucus plug came out. Like, I know I told you guys that my mucus plug came out, but this was like, I guess the rest of it was like a bigger chunk. So the one that came out before was like, I would say like medium size, and this one was like larger, and it felt like discharge, like a big, you know, when you have discharge, it's just like that's what it felt like. I try to get ready and get myself together as much as I can, and I didn't care what I wore. I wore my man's clothes because, you know, you guys knew I was still swollen and so big, so I was like not even thinking about what I'm gonna wear after labor, like, you know, after I get out. I didn't care, you know. I was supposed to pack that like the day of when I was in labor, but I didn't know I was in labor. So we went to the hospital, and you know, we parked, and then we went through the entrance, and then you know, on the way there I was like having contractions. It hurt like hell, bro. It hurt so bad. I couldn't even talk when I was having the contractions. And they were like, when you go to the entrance of the emergency, they're like doing this COVID stuff still, like what the temperature, like, oh, like, okay, you're obviously in labor. They put me on a wheelchair, and the man in the like front desk was asking me like my name, my social, like for, I guess, patient registry, which I thought I registered online, but I think that maybe they were just searching me up. And then they took me to the labor and delivery, what's it called? Like the room, like, what's it called? I found the word right here. The labor and delivery area, not like the actual room yet, just like where they just bring you to check like how many centimeters and stuff you are. I changed into a gown. I was like bleeding. Was I bleeding? Wait, I don't know. I think so. And I wasn't wearing a pad, I don't think, because I was like YOLO. The nurse came, asked me like all the questions, like my birthday, verifying who I am. And then this other person came in, I don't know what they're called. But after the labor and delivery waiting area, they transferred us to the actual like labor and delivery room, like our own room, and they changed nurses. So I guess because like it's a different section, so I had a different nurse. The first nurse that was taking care of me in the waiting one was so sweet, like very uplifting. She's like, you could do it, like just keep breathing. So, and then the second nurse I got, she was okay at first. I thought, you know, maybe like she was, I don't know, just busy or something. But bruh, her whole energy like was not it. You know, I understand the industry because I was in the industry, but it's just like, bro, what is your vibe? Oh my gosh. Like, so I was trying not to think nothing of it, like it's fine, it's cool, whatever. I thought, you know, maybe she's just like busy like reading, you know, my information and all that stuff. And then, but she was like, okay, they're gonna bring you the epidural soon. Just keep breathing. Like, so dull. And I was just like, maybe she's having a bad day. Maybe it'll get better. Whatever. Nope, she remained like that till her shift was over. And I was like, oh my gosh. But anyways, so she gave me this drug that makes you like high like high or whatever, so that you're not focused on the pain, and it'll be easier for when you get the epidural. You're not constantly thinking of your pain, you're just like lit basically. So I forgot what it was called, but it was injected through the IV. Oh yeah, I also got my IV on this hand, and now it's like fucking, it's like eczema or something now. I don't know, or a heat rash, I don't know. But it just stayed like that ever since they took the IV out. So they put it through my IV. I was feeling so good. I felt my contractions still, but it was like more chill. And then the epidural guy came like pretty soon after that, like 10 minutes I would say. And they had me lay on my side instead of like, you know how you sit and then you like slouch, and then they put the epidural catheter whatever in. No, so he had me lay on my side, and it was kind of great because I was like feeling the other medication instead. So I was just like chilling, and I didn't feel nothing. He put like a numbing needle thing, like injected me like with numbing stuff all over my back and I don't know if my butt, I don't remember. And he was just like talking to me normal, like making conversation with me and my man, just talking, chilling. And then he finally put the epidural in, like the catheter epidural thing, and didn't feel nothing. I was chill, and then he was done. It was pretty quick, it was easy. And then so the epidural I had was the one where like you could press the button and it'll like come through whenever you need it. I don't know if everyone has the same, because I know that there's different epidurals, but that's the one I got. But I wasn't aware that you like could just press it anytime. I don't know, I think I was just lit, I don't know. So that happened, and I didn't feel any contractions. And then I finally took a nap. The nurse was, kept coming in to check on me. I'm telling you why my man went to go give food to, and he ate in front of my face. That's whatever. So I took a nap, he took a nap, and then finally she's like, okay, it's time to push. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you're like, you need to try, like we should practice, you're like 9 centimeters. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, she checked me and I was like 9 centimeters. So she was like we're practicing to push. Wait, how many centimeters is it? Is it 10? Oh, 10, yeah, 10 centimeters. So I was 9, and she was like having me push, and they were like stretching out my vagina like this. She was like stretching it and stuff. She's like, oh, I could feel her head. She's like low, and I was like, okay. And then suddenly my contractions, I start feeling them again, and I told her, and so she pressed that button thing again. She's like, just press it whenever you need it, right? Remember that. And so it worked. And then I started saying, oh my God, I still feel my contractions on my left side. And then she's like, okay, let me do something about it. So she like injected something in the IV, and then like it went away. And I was like, oh, I feel great again. I just relaxed and had the peanut ball between my legs, and I just relaxed. I felt fine. She kept like, rotating me to the left side and right side. And then once she put me on the right side, my epidural wore off on my left side. And then she told me, she's like, this is why I don't like it, like when he does epidurals, because he has my patients lay on this side. Like, I didn't want him to lay you on your side because I knew the left side would wear off. Like, okay, then why didn't you say anything? And then I was like, oh, okay, can you do what you did earlier? Like inject whatever you did? And then she's like, no, it's too late. And I was like, too late for what? What is too late? Like, I need it. Like, it hurts. And then she's like, you're just gonna have to do it. You could do it without it. I was like, what? And then she's like, come on, let's push again. I was like, wait, what? She's like, okay, whenever the contractions go up, push. I'm like, what? Bro, I'm in pain. I need it. And she's like, sorry, like, it's too late. I don't know what she meant. It was too late, because I was pushing with her, that nurse, for about like three hours with her, or 4 hours with just her. No progress, barely any progress. Okay, remember that. So that's 4 hours with her, and I gave birth 3 hours later, like 3 hours after that 4 hours, so 7 hours in total. But like 4 hours with her, and then after she switched shifts, I got a new nurse, and then with that nurse, it took me like 3 hours, almost 3 hours to push. Like, I had no progress with that lady. Like, I had her since like 5 a.m. till like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. and there was like no progress. So yeah, and I was really upset because I was in pain, and it's like, bro, this is like not part of my birth plan. Like, I did not picture this at all, you know. And then she had me on all fours, you know, like to like have the baby come lower to help me so I could push and stuff. And then, you know, I laid back on my back, and then she had me push again, and I was like, oh, can I go back on all fours? And she's like, no, you should just lay on your back. I was like, wait, what? Like, if I want to like push like on all fours, why can't I push on all fours? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we gave it a break, and then she's like, oh, I'm gonna lay you on your right side. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, what? I was like, no, but my left side hurts. Can I lay on my left side? She's like, no, like, just lay on your right side for now. I was like, wait, what? Like, bro, I'm in pain. Could you not? Oh my God. Okay, so I have my baby here with me, so you might hear her talk. I basically couldn't do anything that I wanted to do while I was in labor, which was it was just a bad first time experience, being like a first time mom. Like, you know, I was so excited for this day. I was not scared to deliver my baby. I was not scared at all. Like, I don't know, I just was just so ready for her to come. I was in pain, so it's like that too, but it's just like I wanted to experience it, you know. But it's just like a really bad experience, and yeah, it's not like bad. Like, you know, I'm glad like I was healthy and she came out healthy and everything was good after that. It was just really hard that I couldn't really do anything that I wanted to do. I feel like it should be about the mom and baby during that time, you know. Like, and I understand like if there was like certain health concerns or something why I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do, then that would make sense. But yeah, so after that nurse left and they switched nurses, this nurse, my new nurse, I forgot what's her name, I feel bad, but she was like, we're gonna get this baby out of you. The baby literally came out 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever, after when she said that. But let me tell you, also, I was given Pitocin. I was basically almost 10 centimeters, remember? So the nurse that I had, she was like, no, she doesn't need Pitocin. She's like almost there. I can help her deliver the baby. But so the doctor was like, okay, I'm gonna give you like an hour for her to like progress, but if she doesn't progress, then we're gonna have to give her Pitocin because, you know, like the baby needs to come out. And an hour passed by and nothing happened, so they're like, okay, we're gonna give her Pitocin. And she's like, fine. Like, she just had an attitude with everything anybody said. Like, how can you go against what a doctor says? I understand like a lot of it's good to do it like naturally, like with no epidural. Well, like, it doesn't matter, like it's what the mom wants, right? So like I understand like I saw videos like avoid Pitocin if you can, whatever. Okay, cool. But nothing was progressing. I was okay with the Pitocin because like I have been trying the whole time and nothing was happening, and that's okay. I was giving Pitocin and she had a whole attitude. And then there was these two other nurses that were like just helping around the like they were like floating basically. They were just like helping in different rooms with whatever. And they're like, oh, okay, let's help you push with the nurse I had. And with them, I felt more encouraged, and I don't know, they were holding my leg a specific way, like both of them. And the other nurse was just like observing, and like the baby was coming out. And then once the nurse I had was like, okay, I'm gonna take it over. I was like, okay. And she's like, okay, well, just let us know if you need anything. We're just floating around. Because I think the other girl was training. And then she's like, okay. And then like 10 minutes or 20 minutes passed. I'm like, oh, can you bring in those girls again? I think it really encouraged me and helped me. I think it would help a lot to deliver the baby. She's like, no, we can do this. I'm like, wait, what? So what? They literally, what? I'm not even like asking for the drug. I'm asking for the nurses that were helping. Like, can we have them in the room? Like, hello? She's like, no. I was like, okay, like, okay. Right. So I was like, okay. But she left. When she left, what I said about the new nurse, I kept pushing and pushing, and she's like, you're gonna have to feel like you're gonna take the biggest dump ever. This is the new nurse, by the way, and you're just gonna have to push and push until that dump comes out. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, these contractions hurt on my left. I was like, can I get like a shot of that epidural? She's like, I would, but you're literally right there, and we're gonna get this baby out like literally soon. And she's literally coming right now. And my baby was literally right there, like right there, because she helped me push her head out a little bit more. So by the time that the new nurse was helping me, my baby's head was basically out of my vagina already. So then the whole team came in, the doctors and everybody, to see my vagina, and everything was good after that. It took a lot of pushes. It was really hard. My man was there. He wasn't gonna look down there first, but then I think my mother-in-law encouraged him to look, because she's like, you better help her. And he did. He was like, after he saw my baby's head, he was like, oh my gosh, she's like right there, you can do it. Like, I think like that encouraged him. He told me that after he saw that, he was like, it's not that bad. It wasn't scary like what I thought it would be. It was actually pretty cool. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, so it took like another 2 hours or hour after her head was already out, because her shoulders was the part where it was really hard to push her out. And I was trying so hard. I was thinking to myself like, oh my god, I don't want to tear bad, like, so I was like thinking about that too. So I was like pushing up, like, oh, this shit hurts, and then I don't want to tear. But so I tried to push without making that like crazy face. So I tried to push with just like that, and then my face was red. My man said that I had a vein because I was pushing really hard. Yeah. And yeah, and then before that, she was helping me put, like, my baby was like helping me push her out, but then like she just suddenly stopped. So yeah. Then she came out, this beautiful baby girl, almost, how many pounds were you? Almost 8 pounds, 8-pound baby, very long. I don't know how she was in me, but she was very long. And yeah, that is, and then after that, everything was good. My placenta, I saw my picture of my placenta. Can I show that on here? I think I could show that on here, right? A picture of my placenta. I was so happy. I didn't even cry because I was just so in shock that I gave birth. Like, I was about to cry, and then I saw my baby and I held her, and I was like about to cry, but I was like so in shock. Like, I just gave birth, bro. Like, I literally just gave birth. It was a touching moment, but I was just so shocked that I was like, whoa. And she was so warm. She cried when she first came out, like literally one cry. She was like, meh, and then she laid on my chest and she stopped crying. And then the first thing she did was like start like sucking her hand, and then start sucking my shoulder. She just wanted to eat right away. Natural. She's like yeah, she was a natural at that. Yeah, that's my birth story basically. Is that what yeah, that was my birth story. So I delivered a beautiful baby girl. She is now 3 months. Yes, 3 months. And I'm not getting the hang of things sometimes because every day is different. I'll make another video about that. But yeah, that was my birth story, guys. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed down below. Wait.